Hello guys! Sign up to receive more news from Bama. On the Alabama college football scene, the recent moves of Caleb Downs and Caden Proctor, both standout players for the Crimson Tide, have stirred waters and left fans on edge. Social media was the stage for the revelations, with Proctor announcing his intentions publicly, while Downs had his plans publicized by Deuce Recruiting, where his father, Gary, a former NFL running back, holds the position of National Recruiting Director. The news, which took many by surprise, puts into perspective a possible significant absence for new coach Kalen DeBoer. Downs, in particular, stands out as a big name, being the first Alabama freshman since at least 1970 to lead the team in tackles. His impressive 107 tackles earned him second-team All-America and Southeastern Conference Rookie of the Year honors from the Associated Press. Proctor, who started every game at left tackle for Alabama, solidified his position as one of the top recruits in the 2023 class with an impressive ranking in the 247 Sports Composite. Both Downs and Proctor were considered key pieces to the Crimson Tide's future, making their potential departures a considerable challenge for the coaching staff. The impact of this news goes beyond individual statistics and reaches the collective dynamics of the team. If Downs and Proctor choose not to return to the Crimson Tide, DeBoer will face a considerable challenge in rebuilding the team. It would not only be the loss of two exceptional talents, but also a significant blow to the stability of the formation. Another element to consider is the movement of other Alabama players into the transfer portal since the retirement of legendary coach Nick Saban. Isaiah Bond, Seth McLaughlin, Roydell Williams, Malik Benson, Terrence Ferguson, Des Ricks, Antonio Kite, among others, have already followed different paths in their careers, transferring to different states and programs. The change in coaching staff, with former secondary coach Travaris Robinson leaving for Georgia, also adds a layer of uncertainty to Alabama's future. The rebuild is not just limited to the players on the field, but also behind the scenes, where strategies and leadership will shape the team's identity. The rivalry between Alabama and Auburn, already fierce, takes on a new chapter with the news of cornerback Antonio Kite signing a contract with the Tigers. Kite, who saw limited action in 2 seasons and redshirted in 2022, seeks a new opportunity in a different environment, contributing to the evolving narrative of college football in the region. It is essential to note that these changes are an inevitable reality in the world of college sports. Players, in their search for opportunities and development, often explore new horizons. For loyal Crimson Tide fans, it is a time to reflect on the inevitable transformations and the need to adapt to a new era. The upcoming season for Alabama remains shrouded in uncertainty, with the possible departure of Downs and Proctor adding an element of intrigue to the storyline. Challenges, however, can turn into opportunities for new talent to emerge and for the team to reinvent itself under DeBoer's guidance. College football is an ever-evolving spectacle, where the only constant is change, and we must be prepared for that even when it is positive and when it is negative, work to resolve it. Alabama, with its rich tradition and history, now faces the task of adapting to these changes, remaining competitive and inspiring its fans to believe in the next exciting chapter that will unfold on the field of play. Did Nick Saban imagine this? And are you a Bama fan? There's more news. This is weird, but moving on. Alabama's transfer exodus brings with it a new reality, a challenging scenario for Tuscaloosa, especially after the surprise retirement of Nick Saban, the legendary coach who shaped the Crimson Tide during 17 glorious seasons. The news of Saban's departure quickly reverberated, surprising fans and players alike, and now, under the leadership of Kalen DeBoer, Alabama faces a considerable shakeup of its roster. The magnitude of the changes was evident with the decision of key players such as 5-star freshman Caleb Downs and Caden Proctor to access the transfer portal. Downs, the 2023 tackle leader, and Proctor, the starting left tackle, were seen as key to future seasons under DeBoer. His departure to play in his home states adds substantial challenges to the team's rebuild. Nick Saban has always been a master recruiter, attracting 5-star talent to Tuscaloosa and consistently keeping the recruiting classes at the top. Before retiring, Saban still landed an impressive third national recruiting class for Alabama in 2024. On the other hand, DeBoer, while having a notable winning record in his previous stints, has yet to prove himself in Alabama's competitive recruiting landscape. College football. DeBoer, who had notable success at Fresno State and Washington, now faces the challenge of balancing the need for recruiting with the pressure of maintaining Alabama's high standard of performance. His ability to win is indisputable, but the transition to an elite program like the Crimson Tide requires more than just tactical skills. The transfer exodus, which has involved at least 13 players so far, including the likes of Isaiah Bond and Roydell Williams, highlights the inevitable turmoil following Saban's departure. Alabama Athletic Director Greg Byrne expressed his displeasure with the situation, noting that the loss of key players is not desirable for the team. The move by Downs and Proctor adds a significant dimension to Alabama's player transfer movement. Their departure, considering the prominent roles they played early on, suggests that Saban's presence was a crucial factor in their decision to remain with the Crimson Tide. Now, with Saban maintaining an office at the football complex but no longer as the head coach, Alabama's legacy and future are in DeBoer's hands. The looming challenge for DeBoer is rebuilding the team before his freshman season. The March transfer window becomes crucial for the Crimson Tide, who need to replace losses and solidify their squad to face the challenges of next season. While Alabama still maintains a talented core, with the return of quarterback Jalen Milroe and a stout defensive line, uncertainty looms over the extent of the roster changes. DeBoer's ability to recruit high-quality players will be tested, and his ability to turn that recruiting into wins will be closely watched. January is Alabama's window into the world of college football, and how the team adapts to these changes could set the tone for the future. There's still plenty of talent in Tuscaloosa, but the question remains, is the transfer exodus just a temporary reaction to Saban's retirement, or does it represent the start of a new normal for Alabama? The answer to that question will only be revealed in the next chapters of the Crimson Tide's history under the leadership of Kalen DeBoer. Not everything is bad, now the latest news.
The Alabama Crimson Tide is preparing for a new era under head coach Kalen DeBoer, and recent roster moves indicate significant changes on the horizon. The retirement of former manager Nick Saban has led to a series of player moves, with many exploring options in the transfer portal. However, on Thursday, an announcement stirred the college football waters. Former Washington quarterback Austin Mack has committed to the Crimson Tide. Mack, a redshirt freshman quarterback originally from Loomis, California, announced his decision via social media, marking the beginning of a new phase in his sports career in Tuscaloosa. The news of Mack's arrival at Alabama was enthusiastically received by fans in the sports community, marking the first player to welcome the new DeBoer-led regime. At an impressive 6'4" and 225 pounds, Mack brings with him considerable potential. Although he spent last season with the Washington Huskies under DeBoer's tutelage, he did not have the opportunity to take the field in any games. However, the experience gained during this period and the relationship already established with the new coach could be determining factors for the player's future success at the Crimson Tide. One point to note is Mack's decision to graduate early, allowing him to reclassify to the class of 2023. This strategic move demonstrates not only the quarterback's determination, but also adds an experience component to his profile. Considered a four-star quarterback and ranked number 16 at the position in his class according to the 247 Sports Composite, Mack certainly brings with him a pedigree that could prove crucial to the Crimson Tide's success in the coming years. Mack's arrival also signals a shift in the team's dynamic as DeBoer begins to make his mark on the program. The choice to bring in a player from his former team indicates not only confidence in Mack's talent, but also highlights the importance of the relationships established throughout DeBoer's career. This connection can be crucial to team cohesion and chemistry as everyone adapts to the new coach's methods and philosophies. With 4 years of eligibility remaining, Mack has the opportunity to leave a lasting mark on the Crimson Tide. The intense competition at the quarterback position, characteristic of high-level programs like Alabama, will certainly be a factor to watch. The search for the starting job will be a spectacle in itself, with Mac facing challenges and competition that will shape his development as a player and directly influence the team's success. The anticipation surrounding Austin Mack's Crimson Tide debut is palpable. Fans eagerly await to see how he will fit into DeBoer's system and how his skills will translate into on-field performances. Pressure is inherent in top programs, and the freshman quarterback will have to deal with the expectations and responsibilities that come with the position. As the season approaches, the Crimson Tide find themselves at a turning point, with a new coach, a new quarterback, and the promise of renewed excitement. Austin Mack's journey will be closely watched, not only by Alabama fans, but by all college football enthusiasts eager to witness this exciting sports narrative unfold. Alabama is undoubtedly in a time of transition, and Mack's performance will be crucial in shaping the program's direction under Kalen DeBoer's leadership. What is your opinion? You can comment. It's important.